Here, say hi. Say hi. You're looking the wrong way. All right, we'll go. I wanted you to say hi to everybody, but I guess we're not going to. Here. There's Bella. All right. Oh, well. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is a weeknight meal that I like to make on and off. Sorry about using my phone. This is a really impromptu little clip I wanted to throw in. I'm getting ready to take my dog out for a walk, so I just wanted to do a little introduction. It's a weeknight meal that I often make when I have a lot of leftover ingredients in the refrigerator. You can vary the meats, vary the vegetables, vary the liquids that you put in, but it's really easy and it will feed the three of us, there's only three in my household, for more than one dinner a week, which is nice for me, especially on evenings that I'm working. So if you'd like to see how I made this easy weeknight dinner, then please keep watching. So I said these are leftover ingredients, but they're really just ingredients that need to be used up before my next shopping trip. And tonight's stew starts off with 3 large carrots cut into bite-sized pieces. I added 3 large celery stalks, again cut into bite-sized pieces. I had a half bag of these baby potatoes, so I just cut each one in half. And the green beans, I cut the ends off and then just cut all those in half, and all the vegetables went into one big bowl. I like to do all my vegetable prep ahead of time. And the best part about this, as long as you know the basic recipe, all the ingredients in this are interchangeable. And if you don't have a meat in, you can always throw in beans. I've done that plenty of times. So for tonight, I have garlic, I have the remains of a large red onion, some chicken broth, some olive oil. I had 2 tomatoes that needed to be used. I had some rosemary, a bay leaf, flour, salt and pepper. Now I cook my stews in the oven most of the time, just because I like to keep my stovetop clear. And this recipe I started with 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I have a lot of vegetables to start cooking up here before it goes into the oven. And I always start with my onions first. After I've cooked the onions down for about 5 to 7 minutes, I added 2 huge scoops of this minced garlic, and I cook this until I can just smell the garlic. I like my tomatoes to break down a lot, so I add those next. And then I decided to add about another cup of these organic diced tomatoes that I found in my cupboard. I let that simmer together for about 5 minutes, and then I throw in all those other vegetables I've already cut up. And these I saute on the stovetop for usually about 10 minutes until they really start to get cooking. While that's happening, I usually prepare whatever protein I'm going to put in, and I happen to have a half of a boneless pork loin in my refrigerator, so I cut that into bite-sized pieces. Once it looks like the vegetables are really starting to get cooking, I added about 2 tablespoons of flour and mixed that in very well. Then I added in some chopped rosemary, and this ended up being about 2 heaping teaspoons of fresh rosemary that I chopped up. I had chicken broth on hand. Sometimes what I like to do is add a beer. I love the flavor, but I didn't have that tonight, so I used 2 cups of chicken broth. I added my bay leaf and then got this whole pot to a simmer. Once the pot is simmering, I add in my protein. I give it a really good stir. I put the lid on it, and then I finish cooking it in the oven at 350 degrees. I usually cook my stew for about 1.5 hours in the oven. After an hour, I do check it, and if it needs more liquid, I will add a cup of water or something like that. And here is tonight's dinner. I served mine up with a side of vegetables and some garlic toasts. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. You'll also be able to get the recipe over on my blog, ourhighstreethome.com. Thanks for watching. You want to go for a walk? Let me hear it. All right, we're going.